Coming up on the Life is the Future podcast.
I'm not saying that I would never do this, okay? But people could just like fake being a different religion so that their court case gets appealed. For the sympathy of the court.
Yes.
Yep.
And we've got to remember, that's why I almost forgot that people in different religions do very often have different opinions on things.
Yeah. They have different opinions, but it's like it should be their own opinion and not the one that's forced upon them.
Hey, this is Scott Todnam, and you're listening to the Life is the Future podcast, a podcast for health education, middle school, and life in general. It's episode 3 of season 8 of our podcast, and this week's hosts, Piper and Mwanashe, will lead their first solo episode interviewing their peers about teenage life. Because it's still early in our 2025-2026 school year, give our 8th graders the benefit of the doubt as they start to learn what it's like to host their own episodes. Things are going to be a little uncomfortable, maybe even a little awkward as they get used to being in front of the camera and the microphone. Our hosts bring in 2 classmates, Aadhya and Meera, and they take on a pretty tough topic for their first solo episode, religion and related topics. I'll be back at the end to wrap some things up. For now, here's Piper and Mwanashe. Enjoy.
Hi! This is the Life is the Future podcast with our hosts, Mwanashe
And Piper.
and we brought in some guests, Meera.
Hi.
And Aadhya.
Okay, so we wanted our topic this week to be on religion and how it can kind of change your perspective on life and everything that's happening in society today. So we're going to start with some questions on that.
Yep. Let's just get to know our guests real fast. What are some things you're into?
Well, I do dance, I do martial arts, and I play an instrument, the cello, and I sing.
All right.
And I like playing golf. I like singing. And I also just like outdoors and nature.
Yeah, so although this might be a deeper topic of today, we're going to try and make this seem conversational and have fun with it.
Yeah. All right. What are some stereotypes and how do you think they could form?
So we can start out easy. What's the basic definition? What do you guys think of when you think of a stereotype?
A stereotype would be something that, like, a group of people or a race is believed to be when it's not really true.
Yeah.
Like an assumption.
Yeah, an assumption.
Exactly.
Assumptions are a big part of stereotypes. I see that a lot.
So how do you think they could be formed?
It could like start small with like one person spreading word, and it could start to get bigger and bigger because word spreads from people to people, and then soon like a whole group of people think that like this group or race is the specific assumption.
Especially with social media nowadays.
Yeah.
Bad ideas are spread around.
Yeah. And like if one person, people think that if there's one person of a different race that does this, then all people of a different race must do this.
And that's definitely not true.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why do people hold biases against like certain groups?
I feel like this they might think that some group might be more superior than others, like ranking.
I know that we did Finding Forrester for help, which it's really making me think of that because when he says something about how people are afraid of what they don't know and they don't know something they assume, and that's a lot of what stereotypes and stuff are.
Yeah.
All right. Find another note card. How does religion fit into our society? So how does that affect day to day with...
Like, do you think having a separate religion changes the way you operate in your daily life in other things than like church and stuff?
Yeah. I guess, being a certain religion would like somewhat differentiate what you do daily, because I know some people like Christians, they go to church every like Sunday.
Yeah.
And then for me, like, we go to like the temple every like religious holiday. So like it does like, differ, but like at home life, I don't think it's like very different unless you like have like specific days or celebrations that every religion has.
Yeah. Or unless you're really religious.
Yeah.
Unless you're really
religious.
Yeah.
It kind of varies based on how religious you are.
Yeah, so if you're like mildly.
Yeah, I'm mildly like pretty religious. I mean, like, I'm Christian, but we don't go to church every weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
We just go like some weekends.
The important weekends.
Whenever we're available.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that point that it depends on how religious you are, because that's really true.
Yeah, I have some friends that go like every Sunday for like hours to church, and it also just depends on the religion.
Yeah, because some religions are more less casual, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe with
more involved.
Yes, more involved.
Yes,
maybe more church services, I guess.
Yeah. And it just depends on how busy you are in your day-to-day life and like.
Yeah.
That too. Okay. What do you talk about with your friends? So, like, do you talk about your religions with your friends, or is that something you just?
I feel like that's
do
a
at home?
topic that doesn't really come up with your friends, because when I'm with my friends, it's not the first thing I think of. Like, what's your religion? It's like we talk about other stuff, so I don't think that's like a main topic I talk about unless it's like a religious holiday and I want to explain it.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes it comes up just because like they're like, oh, I can't go to this. I have church that day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we all just try to teach each other about religions.
That's what I like the most about being with friends with people who are from different religions than me, because then I learn a little bit about the religion that they're from. Well, I might be like, oh, I went to church this Sunday, and maybe we did something at church, and I thought it was really interesting. And they'd be like, oh, there's something similar like that in my religion as well, and we did this. Like, when my neighbors across the street went to Garba on Friday and Saturday, and it was really cool to go there and, like, see, because I'm telling you, that's more fun than the South African parties we have at home. But it was really fun to dance and learn all that kind of stuff.
And you got plugged across the floor.
You did? Yeah.
How did that happen?
We were, it was like
spinning each other.
Yeah, we were spinning each other on the
know.
ground. And then, not only on the ground, we were spinning each other standing up. And then I accidentally let go and I went flying across the floor.
That's what's fun about other religions.
Yeah.
Like knowing
More about
and learning to do more of the customs and stuff.
Yeah. And it was so nice and relaxed, because one of my friends even turned to me and went, you know, it's never a good garba if you don't end up wiping out at least once.
No.
All right. Does someone's religion change the way you see them? Does, like, if, you're Christian, so I'm going to see you differently than I would see another, like...
I feel like that really depends on what type of person you are. If you're a person who, like, takes, like, is, like, stereotypical or, like, makes assumptions, then you would see a person like that. It's like, well, then me personally, like, no, I don't really... Everyone is, like, the same to me, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. If
It's
you're
just,
trying
like...
to force your religion on somebody...
if you're, like, trying to force your religion onto someone else, I feel like that's very, like... It's, like...
It's not a good way for them to learn about it.
And it's kind of weird when... It would be even weirder if you're trying to force a religion onto somebody, just for that person to find out that you're not even from that religion.
Yeah.
That's when I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. And for me, I think about it, but in like a, that's cool way.
Yeah. It's like, I didn't know that about you. I guess I'm learning a bit more new information.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, let's get to some of the harder questions. Okay, so when faced with, like, controversial actions, like maybe you're a judge in court and because you're not supposed to let religion influence your decision making, but maybe what was that?
Gavel bang.
I was so confused. I was like, sending a bug, what? But maybe you're a judge in court and you learn about your the person you're supposed to be judging and their religion. Do you think that someone's in society that changes the way that does it make it more unfair? Did you make you more compassionate towards an individual? Are you quicker to judge them based on their religion, if it's different than yours, if it's the same?
I feel like that's still, like, it really depends on what type of person you are.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a judge, I wouldn't really, like, think much depending on what religion you were. I would treat everyone the same, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone gets a fair shot.
Yeah, everyone gets a fair shot.
But I've also heard of cases where, like, judges do not treat people fairly just because of their religion.
Yeah.
Or, like, race, ethnicity.
That stuff is not good.
Yeah.
I've noticed personally in myself, though, sometimes, and this would be like, I try to stop it, but you slip into old habits. Sometimes I'll think, like, this person's in the same religion as me, they probably believe the same things as me, or that kind of stuff, and I might be more lenient towards them, and I have to remember that, no, that's wrong. Everyone's good no matter what religion you're from. So, yeah.
It's more of like a subconscious thing.
Yeah, a subconscious thing that you don't even realize you're doing until you have done it.
You think you guys are alike, and so then, like, it's it's like a matter of familiarity.
Yeah, when you have more things to connect on.
Yeah, you feel like you can relate to some level.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, that's not right.
Yeah.
Let me take a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. From what you've seen, do religious groups seem to want to bring people like into the religious circle, or do they seem to push people out?
It depends on the
It
religion.
depends. Yeah.
And also the type of church. I mean, like, I know that there are some churches that don't accept people that aren't, like, one race.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, there are some Christian churches that only accept, like, white people, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, stereotypical Christian people,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's not.
And that's not, I don't think that's what it's, like, supposed to be like.
Yeah. It's not what it's about.
Yeah. It's more about, like, practicing the religion as a group and
Yeah.
connecting.
Yeah.
And like everyone's entitled to their own interpretation of whatever. Maybe you don't have a religious book, maybe you do. You can interpret that however you feel you see fit. But if it's hurting people around you,
Then it's probably,
probably
not the right
one.
interpretation.
Yeah.
So.
what do you guys think?
Someone's got attached there.
You guys
Okay.
both look like, why would you do that?
I think. Do you want me? I also think that it's like, as long as you're not being pushy.
Yeah.
On like trying to force somebody to be something that they're not and that they don't identify as, or like treating them differently. Like, hey, I don't like you because you're this religion.
Yeah.
It's like,
But you don't know me.
yeah.
You just know the
Yeah.
people in my religion. Or like one person actually.
Yeah.
That's why I know people who are really hesitant to share their religion until like you get to know
Yeah.
them, and I feel like that's
That's not
smart,
how it really
but it
should
shouldn't be necessary.
It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
How do you think you could eliminate prejudice in like day-to-day lives and like stuff like that?
In middle schoolers, it's kind of hard to change them,
Yeah.
but spreading awareness, kind of, and making like stereotypes less true. But back to stereotypes. There's always like people that will like prove the stereotypes,
correct.
and then they're like, oh wait, since that person did that, and I heard that this person did that too, and they're both the same race or religion.
It's
It must be everything. Everybody must do.
No, it makes me think of like when you know, like when some people think like they know one person who are this like specific religion or something, and they do that one thing, they assume everybody from that religion does.
Yeah. Which isn't always true.
Which isn't true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
like just because they're from the same place, maybe they have the same religion, does not mean they do the same things.
Also, they literally live completely separate lives,
Yep.
unless they're like twins.
Okay, well,
That's a difference.
Still,
that
though,
might be
Still, though,
justified.
it's still a separate life.
still- yeah.
They have their own interests and hobbies.
So, is assumptions?
Yeah.
Not great. I had another question, and then just
Like in math, geometry.
no
You
assumptions.
cannot assume.
Don't assume. All right, we have another question.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out which one of these things I wanted to ask.
Let's hope my handwriting is good.
Okay. No,
Better than
I could
mine.
read it. I just didn't know how to word
Oh,
it.
okay.
Okay. Would this country be any different if like everyone was the same religion?
Because we've been learning about
Yeah.
like, the Constitution.
Yeah.
It would be more like robots almost.
It would. Yeah.
And it would like, I feel like it's better when it's more diverse so that everybody gets to learn a little bit about everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not every religion would fit in with the same person, you know what I mean? Everyone
Yeah.
has their own beliefs.
It would still be different.
Yeah,
It
it would.
It feel like a dictatorship. Like where I feel like everyone
Yeah.
goes to church
It's
on
mandatory.
exactly. It's like
mandatory church on this day.
Everyone, you have to be there.
Yeah, like
no other events.
that main religion would be more pushed upon
Yes.
than like if you were something else.
I don't think anyone would actually enjoy practicing that religion
It would
anymore.
make-
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
It would start to feel like
A chore.
a
like
chore.
a
Yeah,
job.
a task.
Yes.
It's not your own doing.
Like
it's like
school.
something you're forced to do.
Like school. Or homework.
Like school. I mean, you're just exposed yourself.
School is kind of fun, but it's just like homework. That's
Homework feels like a chore.
Homework is a
It
chore.
is.
Homework is a.
Homework is a chore. That's true.
Speaking of that,
Oh,
Yeah.
Mira! But you don't want religion to become a chore either.
yeah.
You want it to be like enjoyable, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
you want to do it yourself. Like, it's like,
you want to choose.
Like, I don't believe in homework, but
Yeah.
I would like to believe in
Or like doing
my
the
religion.
dishes. Like once you're told that you have to do them, even if you're already starting to do them, you
don't
don't want to
want
do
to do
them.
it anymore.
Yeah.
All motivation is gone.
So then most people's motivation for practicing that religion would be gone too.
Like, oh, you're like, okay, let's go to church. I'm so excited. Go to church today.
Oh no, I don't want to go.
because like when you think of doing it yourself, you have that sense of satisfaction. Like, I'm doing what I want.
decided to do this.
I feel good. But then when someone tells you to do it, it's like now you're forced. You don't have no option, and then it's just like.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're sitting there listening to whatever sermon or what anyone's saying. You're just like, do I have to be here?
I could be doing so many other things.
I could be
sleeping. I could be sleeping
I could
right
be
now.
eating. And then I think of all the delicious food that's outside.
Exactly. All right, last question. Or maybe not last question. If you guys have any questions you'd like to ask. But last written question.
Oh, you literally.
That sounded ominous.
Last written
Okay,
question.
would it be different if there was religion in our justice system? So would that affect it at all?
Like if it factored in,
Yeah, if like,
justices had to be this.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
that doesn't
if
mean the
all
last
the justice system had to be Christian or Jewish or like a certain religion.
I feel like it might affect how it is in like the courts, but that would also like for people who want to be justices, if it's like said that you can only be Christian to be that, I feel like that would not be fair. Like for the people who want to be justices in the court system, if like people like they're all justices, like they're like if they're all Christian, they might all show a bias because when you're in a big group of people spread ideas and thoughts to other people, which like affects how they act.
Exactly.
Wait, theorize with me here. What if everyone from different courts... Okay, this is not a good world, by the way. But what do you guys think would happen if all the separate courts were of different religions?
That would not be good.
That would not.
Because every time there was a case, like let's say one of the religions was like religion A, right? And then the case, both the people were religion B, and they went to religion A, and then they got shut down. But if the religion B went to religion B, then they would like
They'd be
agree.
sympathized with.
So that way, like unfair laws could be passed, and just like it would be extremely biased. But it also depends on the person.
Some people might say, yeah, that's a good idea. Because then, if you're from one religion, you can depend on knowing your court will at least have that religion tied to you. And other people might say, what if the wrong person goes to the wrong court, and then climbs up the ladder and things just go wrong?
Yeah.
And I feel like that wouldn't be a good way to like separate things, because what if you don't have a religion, or what if the judge is more religious than you are, even if you are the same religion, and it just would make these stereotypes even worse.
Yes.
Yeah, and you could also just like, I'm not saying that I would never do this, okay, but people could just like fake being a different religion so that their court
For the
case gets
sympathy
appealed.
of the court.
Yes.
Yep.
And we've got to remember, that's why I almost forgot, that people in different religions do very often have different opinions on things.
Yeah.
And
They have different opinions, but it's like, it should be their own opinion and not the one that's forced upon them.
Yes. All right, we have, I lied when I said that was the last question. Sorry.
Second to last question.
Sorry. Okay, religion and propaganda. Does religion open a door for, like, negative ideas to flow through, like, maybe all people in one stereotypical, but maybe one religion might be pushing bad ideas. Not that, don't specify, sorry. But maybe, religion A. Maybe it's, I don't know, we're widely known that religion A might be helping to spread bad ideas through the public, or does it help to block these ideas out? Like if religion B knew these bad ideas were spreading and was trying to help these people keep away from them. Is it a bit of both? Do you think it can be a mix of either?
I feel like it depends on like the facts. If there was actual evidence and not just a rumor, if like there was evidence, and I feel like all the groups would have to be interrogated and like stuff so that they could get a fair trial and stuff, and it would be less biased. It's not going to ever be unbiased, but it would be less biased. Like how they choose juries for jury duty.
Yeah.
They make them fill out like a bunch of questions. We were just talking about this in social studies.
The jury duty form?
Yeah. Saying if they're like biased to like a specific group of people.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, I don't think I really understood your question.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I did make it super complicated. Okay. Does Okay.
I had to look over and be like, I was to Meera, like, maybe I can understand from what her answer is.
By the way, this is the last question I probably wrote because it came to me in like one streak brainwave while I was half asleep. So that's probably why it's
with
not
me
working very
telepathically,
well.
girl. Come on.
Okay, here we go. Okay, let me read exactly what it says and then elaborate. Does religion open a door for negative ideas to flow, or can it be used to like block these ideas out? Is it a bit of both?
It depends on the ideology of like that religion. What do they think? Like if that religion has like bad facts, like if it's and the religion is big enough, they could make it spread.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like, I'm not really sure where I'm going with this.
No, but
They
we
can
see
also
the
spread
vision. We see the
No,
vision.
you see it.
Yeah.
They can also spread peace.
Yes.
Yeah,
They can also
exactly.
spread peace. Like if they have good ideas and it can spread, it's good for everybody. So
There's also like gray area too.
there's also great
Yeah.
answer.
Okay, guys, what are tips for future 8th graders? Any
For
tips
future-
To like
do your
Eliminate.
homework.
no. To
Actually,
like, okay.
do your homework.
to
To like
stress.
eliminate prejudice.
Yes.
And stereotypes
Yes,
in our
good.
8th grade community.
To try and
Spread awareness.
spread
Spread
awareness.
awareness.
You got anything?
I would just
Alright.
say if you see something, say something.
Also,
Like the
don't
form
spread.
outside.
Yeah.
Don't spread the.
Don't
like-
spread whatever you hear.
Yeah.
Don't spread what you hear. We don't want more bad ideas.
Like if you hear a rumor, not
Actually-
necessary.
It's probably untrue.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Generally,
Like,
it is
99%.
Yeah.
And you'll hear it from like everyone around you, and you'll be like,
It's probably not true.
fact check that, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's our video for today, right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Alright.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right, there it is. Thanks to Aadhya and Meera for joining Piper and Mwanashe this week to talk about religion and a lot of related topics with spirituality, related bias and prejudices. A lot of other things went into this episode. We're really appreciative of the host taking on such a deep and tough topic to begin with, and I think listeners and viewers will also agree. They gave us some pretty interesting insight right from the mouths of 8th graders today. I'm always thankful for these candid conversations and just to listen in and learn what it's like, especially regarding social health, as a middle schooler right here and right now. Our Season 8 will continue. We'll bring back our other two hosts on this school year, Maddie and Arbaz, as they bring in another pair of guests with a brand new topic. We also do some behind the scenes and 7th grade understudy reflection videos, so look for those to be released after each episode as well. If you like what we do, make sure you've subscribed and share with somebody else that might benefit from our work here on the Life is the Future podcast. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.